fandoms. But Sugar, man, I would not stand up and take that picture. I would not. There's no amount of money you can get me to go up there and take a picture in front of the police station as if I committed some criminal act. Welcome back to the React Room. I'm your boy Dom K. Back in here solo dolo again today. I got another one for you guys today. You see on this channel, you know, we do a lot of reviews, a lot of different content, all genres, all music, all different types. We get in the news as well. And, you know, we recently got into introducing BTS and other K-pop groups, and as well as other Indian artists, Japanese artists to different people. And we've been doing that a lot. And I wanted to catch up on this one video that I never saw. And, you know, it was a story about when Suga, a controversy in South Korea. I didn't really know much about it. I just heard different stories. I heard some people say it was an accident where someone ran into him, or something about him injuring his shoulder. It was just a bunch of different things that I've been hearing and I don't really know about. Something about him having a drink and then being outside his house and the cop followed. I don't know. I don't know what the story was, but I'm gonna find out. It seems like stuff like this could be preventable. Again, I would have to watch it to see what's going on, because I just know that, I know how it is in the States. The cops and other people are always looking to get the person who is famous or is too well liked, just because they try to get a name for it. And I'm not saying that happened here. I don't know the situation of what happened here. I just know I don't ever, when I see an article or a headline, I'll never be too quick to jump into it and just believe it, because I'm like, is this real? Or is this them trying to create something? Or is this them trying to do something? I don't know. But again, I don't even know what the story is. You know, I only trust Boris with the Boris Magazine with the review. I don't know. I believe her. I know she's on everything BTS. I got other people that I go to and listen to some things. Like, I'll listen to Bookish Theories for explanations of videos and things like that. But when it comes to BTS news, I kind of go whatever Boris say, because I'm going to be honest, I don't believe a lot of the media. A lot of the media be lying. They lie a lot. Or Hype Boy. I go to Hype Boy if I want to find out what's going on. Like, some people be having an agenda. Like, a lot of them channels and other people having agendas. But I know that they don't really have an agenda, so... yeah, we're going to get into that and see what's up. And then tomorrow we got Brandon back. Brandon and AJ back. We'll probably do some more videos then. I don't know which order these videos go in, but hopefully by tomorrow we can finish the introduction this week. And we can get into the album reviews for different artists. And that's really what this channel was about, reviewing music from all genres. So once we introduce him to the rest of the catalog, most of it, and with videos and explanation videos, and get his feet wet, then we'll get into full album reviews. Not like playing the music so much, but like your overall thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Your thoughts. And because we're gonna listen to the albums and then give you a real opinion on them, and then other things too, as well as news and stuff. And I'm excited about that, because I don't like reading off. I've never read off a script. You guys know on this channel, I just go off the head. And I like it when other people do that. I like it when I tell you, okay, you go listen to that album. Go listen to the album. Okay, now let's talk about it. What did you hear? What beats did you hear? What sounds did you hear? What lyrics did you hear? Did you look at the English translations? What did you pull from that? That's what I want to get into, more than like some generic answer. You know what I'm saying? But with all that said, let's get into the video. Let's see what the controversy was about.
As an international BTS fan, I always refrain from giving my opinion about South Korea's laws regarding military service and exemptions, and I thought this was a nice and respectful act of the vast majority of the fandom. This was some kind of movement shared by international fans. We are not South Korean citizens, so it's respectful to let them debate this issue by themselves. But am I supposed to still keep my mouth shut when the respect and consideration are not given back? Why have international armies created a movement of respect towards the South Korean opinion, yet the South Korean opinion does not even bother to recognize its own scandal culture problem? Recently, Suga of BTS had some drinks, and instead of driving his car home, he rode a mini electric scooter like this, with a helmet. He traveled in the correct lane for a third of a mile, but while approaching the entrance of his house, he fell after a sharp turn. A police officer approached him and administered a breath test. His blood alcohol content was at least 0.08%, which is above license revocation levels in South Korea. So his license was revoked and he received a fine. Suga shared a statement explaining what happened and said that he didn't know that there was a rule that said that you cannot ride a scooter under the influence of alcohol, but he accepts the consequences. There was no damage and no person was harmed. For 7 days, the details were not shared by police, but the incident prompted a wave of news articles with crazy speculations. Rumor after rumor about the details of his fall, the exact percentage of alcohol level, the exact model of scooter, and even rumors about him having to leave BTS because of this damaging scandal. The media even reported rumors that said that Suga was found lying on the ground, suggesting that he was passed out drunk. They also worded the incident as Suga was driving a scooter. Well, you cannot drive a mini scooter or even a regular scooter. You ride a scooter. International K-pop fans loved this. Finally, a BTS-related scandal to talk about. So they created the hashtag Suga Challenge, sharing pictures from Pinterest of people drinking and driving cars. And of course, the very professional South Korean media had a new headline. Armies created an irresponsible challenge to support Suga. To make this believable, the media cut or blurred the profile pictures and the usernames, which clearly show that they are not fans of BTS. They are fans of other K-pop groups. Even with some minimal research, you can find videos of these BTS haters organizing this challenge with the intent to pose as armies. As deranged as this sounds, this happens all the time, and I would have never thought of making a video about it. These hashtags are seen by K-pop stans and they end with K-pop stans. No one outside of the K-pop circle cares or even knows about it. But not this time. One article attributing the challenge to armies became the #1 trending article on Naver, the Google of South Korea. Now you may ask yourself, why is such an irrelevant and fake hashtag news in South Korea? Why would South Korean media even go as far as to blur the profile pictures and usernames of the actual fandoms participating? What do they gain by painting this fake picture? It all goes back to the scandal culture in South Korea. The simple act of dating is a scandal. Getting tattoos can also be a scandal. And of course, falling from a scooter is also a scandal. But what I find the most interesting part of all of this is that I cannot seem to find a single step of at least recognizing the scandal problem South Korea has.
What the public wants when celebrities make a mistake is accountability.
Whenever something silly like this happens, South Korean K-pop creators always say, "Oh, you international fans just don't understand. Our society actually cares a lot about the dangers of scooters. It may not be a big deal for the rest of the world, but here it is."
That's funny, but in South Korea, there has been a lot of concerns regarding electric kickboards. There has been a lot of public outcry of we need to ban these altogether.
These celebrities are idolized by so many people and they have so much influence, and that's why the public just wants them to own their mistakes.
Okay, so let's see how much South Korea cares about the morality and ethics of celebrities violating traffic laws. Daesung of Big Bang was in court for vehicular manslaughter in 2011. An intoxicated motorcyclist crashed into a street lamp. Daesung was not intoxicated, but because he was speeding and driving recklessly, he ran over the motorcyclist and later crashed into a taxi in front of him. In this case, the celebrity was driving an actual car recklessly. There was actual people involved. There was actual property damage. But the scandal passed. People forgot about it, and the following years, his group won Artist of the Year multiple times. The South Korean public was also appalled by Justin Bieber's arrest after driving under the influence of marijuana and Xanax, but they quickly forgot about it too, and Justin Bieber stayed as one of the most listened to international artists in South Korea to this day. The South Korean actress Kim Se-ron was not only caught driving under the influence, but she also damaged lampposts, guardrails, and crashed into an electric transformer, cutting the electricity of 57 cafes. She got one fine, and later was the star of a music video and appeared on a Netflix series. A police officer was caught driving an electric kickboard so drunk that he collapsed and he had to be taken to the hospital, but he also got a fine. These are traffic law cases with people involved and property damage, and they are treated as nothing but trendy scandals.
It's really not looking good. It does not look good. It's not looking good. When I said it's not looking good, I never meant legal-wise. I meant reputation-wise. Yoongi and ultimately BTS, because he's part of BTS. The reputation resulting from all of this is not looking good. Not looking good in the K-public space's eye, because reputation is very important for celebrities. The reputation resulting from all this is not looking good.
Suga chose.
See, this is what's crazy about international scandals. He fell off a scooter. I get it. It could have been very dangerous. But I've rode scooters in a lot of countries. I've rode scooters in China. I've rode scooters in Japan. Bro, I fell multiple times without being drunk, without even having a drink. So you telling me, what's the difference between what he did? And I get it. You don't want people doing this under the influence or whatever. But so let me ask you this. Are we going to treat anybody who falls the same way? Let's say I go on a scooter and I accidentally hit a sharp turn and I actually hit someone with the scooter and it's an accident. Because I didn't drink anything, that's any different than him drinking some stuff earlier, but not being drunk, but just hitting a sharp turn? I don't get this. This is crazy. And then someone actually, I just think none of this has anything to do, again, this is my opinion, I don't really know, but I don't think any of this has anything to do with anything other than they want to grab BTS's attention and use it for the headlines. And again, like all of the other fandoms, like you saw who it was. Like you saw the Blackpinks and the other ones. I get it. Like they're so popular, they're so known. You want to take them out because you can't do it musically. You can't do it selling tickets. You can't do it fandom-wise. You can't do it the fair way. So you gotta resort to shady tactics like this. And for the media, they just looking for a story. If I do this story on some people, it'll be whatever, but then it'll go away the next week. If I do it on these guys, it'll always be a story that I can attach my name to or I can attach my company to. And for them to say that we want accountability, okay, well, ban scooters in general then. Because no one got hurt except him in this situation. So if you really care that much about people with scooters, just ban them all together. As long as they're legal and people are crashing every day and people are doing other things, why are you making it seem like, oh, it's like, I feel like sometimes in these countries, they don't even really want accountability. They just want a story. They just want to blame someone for something to prove that, oh, we're tough on laws. Like, but if this same law applied to half of the girls in there saying something like the two girls that she clipped, if that was her family or her, they'd be crying and making all, I don't know, man. I just hate when they be, oh, we just want to see celebrities take accountability. Shut up. You just want to see somebody suffer so you have something to report on your crappy YouTube channel or whatever social media you're using.
To drive his car while intoxicated, but because he fell from his scooter, his quote-unquote scandal is as big or even bigger than Taesung's deadly accident at this point. So I'm sorry if I don't believe when Korean accounts say that this is a big deal in South Korea, because South Korea takes drunk scooter riding very seriously. No, this is not the result of society's heartfelt care for traffic laws. This is the result of the constant desperation to make anything and everything a scandal. South Korean K-pop stans love consuming and feeding any kind of rumors. They love making everything a scandal, but they don't truly care. It's not the action they are outraged about. It's the scandal culture they want to participate in. It's like a game. And in a game, demanding seriousness, proper research, and professionalism is kind of pointless.
You know what? That's so true what she said. That is so true. I've been following a lot of K-pop music and a lot of Korean different things that I've been seeing on the internet. They love scandals in the media. Everything is a scandal. It's always a rumor. Oh, did someone smoke a vape? Oh, I could get illegal items, I get it. But oh, did they smoke a vape? Oh, did they wave at a fan? Oh, are they holding hands? Oh, do they have a girlfriend, boyfriend? Oh, they were seen holding hands. Oh, they were seen leaving the restaurants together. Like everything, they can't just take the pictures, make a post, and leave. Everything is a scandal. I just don't get that. And I come from America where gossipy tabloid stuff is everywhere, but it's a certain segment for that. We know if it's Hollywood, a Hollywood reporter, we know not to take it seriously unless it's a serious act. Oh, Jennifer Lopez was holding hands with such and such. Oh, they walked out the same movie. It's gossip, tabloid crap. Why do you feel the need to make everything this huge deal? It's like, I get it. We all in the entertainment business. It's like for clicks and likes. But there's other way to make money, and there's other ways to become known other than trying to ruin someone's life for the smallest thing. Now, if someone killed someone or if someone did a crime they wasn't supposed to do, some of these are really scandals. But some of this is just crap that people want to talk about to boost their own egos and boost their own notoriety. And I'm glad that people not falling for it.
When I made my video about the Min Hee-jin and HYBE conflict, I saw some people who are not from South Korea say the same thing. This is not a big of a deal. Let them talk. Nothing will happen to BTS. And that is 100% true. Of course, Suga will stay in BTS. Of course, BTS will have a successful comeback. Of course, people will forget about this in a couple of weeks. Of course, the rage is performative. But when will it stop? We can all see that these headlines are nothing but rage bait. But why do BTS have to even go through that? Why did the police transform a one-day scooter investigation into a full-week drunk driving investigation, allowing the media to make 1,400 articles full of rumors and lies? Why is this so normalized? And I, as an international fan, am not supposed to say anything. Even now, I see ARMY saying please and thank you when demanding a retraction and proper research. Armies have asked me to make a video not calling out the media, but exposing the truth instead. I'm sorry, but I'm tired of that. We all know the truth, and they know the truth. But the truth is boring. The truth won't give them those juicy headlines. We're all aware that the situation is silly, and we're all aware that the headlines are silly. But the normalization of bullying and smear campaigns in South Korea have turned out to be deadly. Only months ago, Parasite actor Lee Sung-kyun committed suicide after 2 months full of sensationalist coverage of a police investigation that claimed that he possibly consumed recreational drugs. Parasite director Bong Joon-ho led a protest demanding the police and the media to reflect on their sensationalist methods. These were 50 articles a day for 2 entire months. But here we are, months after, seeing the police take a full week to investigate details like the model of Suga's scooter, while the media writes 200 articles a day. A full week of 1,400 articles of speculations and lies. Here we are, months after, seeing the media intentionally manipulate facts and speculate the worst once again. Of course, these too shall pass. BTS has gone through way worse smear campaigns, and the support of family, fans, and each other has only made them stronger. But international fan or not, I cannot stay here pretending that making every silly thing a scandal is normal. I'm tired of the, you guys just don't understand our society. No, you don't understand that your scandal culture is deranged. South Korean and international K-pop stans are deranged because the media's headlines are deranged. And this same scandal culture is the one that allows retractions and the deleting of articles so normalized. With Suga's case, there are already closed comment sections, videos unavailable for the international public, and deleted articles. But they don't matter. They are just another part of the game. The idea of a scandal was successfully planted and shared hundreds of thousands of times. In my opinion, this was not a mistake or lack of research. These and many other defaming articles are intentional. Not even the release of the real CCTV footage is enough for the media to issue retractions or apologies, because they are still, quote, verifying the matter. South Korean media knows the truth, and they don't care.
I thought it was cultural differences. I gave you guys the benefit of the doubt. I was like, oh, maybe electric scooters are different in Korea. You guys were acting like he was going 50 miles an hour, going under cars, going over trucks and everything. I'm so sorry to tell you this, but I could not give a about a little man on a scooter. The way this was blown out of proportion, I hate y'all.
He did not fall because he was driving too fast. He fell because of the sharp turn. These smear campaigns need to stop. And all these challenges popping out of nowhere that we did not create, you need to stop.
I can laugh and say all of this over falling from a scooter, but it's not just that really. They are making this scooter thing a big deal because this is the worst they can find on BTS. South Korean media has broken into their building with no entry pass and they have found nothing. That nothing has been shared on national television. They claim to have found proof that the BTS members were having trouble with their label and were planning to sue them. JTBC's newsroom aired this footage on TV and then removed the pictures they got secretly before releasing the news replay online. You can still see the comment of JTBC admitting to their lie on their YouTube video's comment section. This was the best they could find. So of course they're going to speculate, exaggerate, and exploit this quote-unquote content as much as possible and create all kinds of speculations. Now that Suga's real CCTV footage was revealed, the media is still demanding him to pose for a photo line in front of a police station, like other celebrities accused of crimes do. The media is basically admitting publicly that what they want is the shot. This shot means social punishment because the image of a celebrity standing in the photo line in front of a prosecutor's office is enough presumption of guilt for the public. Suga needs to give this shot to them as a form of apology or else. Reporter Choi Yi-ye reported. Suga should not be thought of as a guillotine who must avoid the photo line in front of the police station. If a person avoids or ostracizes reporters, as in the previous case of singer Kim Ho-jun, it is highly likely that doubts will be raised about the sincerity of the person's reflection. Suga must think about how to appease those who are disappointed and angry at his mistakes. But they can only wish to find a real scandal on BTS. Why focus on the real crimes of celebrities when a fake BTS-related hashtag got them hundreds of thousands of impressions? Why be outraged about the celebrities trafficking women when Suga of BTS fell from his mini scooter? And again, I would have ignored these silly articles like I mostly do. I really did not plan to make a video clarifying anything or asking for an apology from the media. Because sadly, this happens all the time, and they do it on purpose. But I am tired of the public's lack of awareness. I'm tired that even the protests of South Korea's most beloved director are ignored. I'm tired of the South Korean K-pop content creators and online accounts trying to silence and shame the international opinion because their word is apparently the only valid one. And no, I'm not from a privileged country giving my opinion on another country's freedom of speech. I'm from a small-minded country with a very similar type of yellow press and scandal culture. But I'm glad that at least the younger generation is aware of these tactics and able to call out our country's press. As a fan of BTS, I know that there are topics related to their country's laws and traditions that are not my place to comment on or make videos about. But I believe I can still advocate for the mental peace of a group of artists who did nothing but proudly share their culture to the world.
It's exactly what I thought it was. It's exactly what I thought it was. It's crazy. It's exactly what I thought it was. The craziest part about that is, I feel bad that Bora even had to make that video. When I heard it, I'm actually mad that I even thought about this story, because when I was hearing about this story, it never dawned on me to Google the video or Google what happened, because I just thought it was tabloid drama. But when so many people was like, oh, you should review it, you should see what happened because of some other stuff, I was like, okay, well, let me take a look at it. That video was nothing. If that was the case, I should have been prosecuted 15 times without alcohol. You know how many times I fell worse and harder than Suga did? He didn't even look like he was drunk. He looked like it was just a sharp turn. I've literally failed about 10 times doing the same thing. Worse, the bike fell up. I was messed up my leg. I actually hit some things. And they're talking about that. That's what they had? That's ridiculous. It's nonsense. And the culture is just they just want blood. People don't like celebrities and people don't like people with money. And they'll just do whatever they got to do to try to bring them down. That's what a lot of these entities have turned into. They've turned into the blame game. Let me hurt you because I'm not happy with my life. Let me talk about you because I think you're too praised or you're too good. And I just think that's bad for society. It's bad for the world. It's just not a good look for people. I really honestly think that people should really look at what's being produced and what's being consumed in the media. Like, if this is what we've turned into as a society, then I actually feel really bad for the younger generation, because it's already crazy that we have a victim mentality in the younger generation now, but now to be like, oh, you can't do anything. You have to be absolutely perfect. If you become a celebrity, you can't have any boyfriends, you can't have any girlfriends, you can't do this, you can't do that. You're not allowed to make mistakes. And I get it, some mistakes are unforgivable, and some mistakes you have to take a little bit more seriously than other mistakes. But what we just watched is nonsense. He made a sharp turn and we're talking about that? Man, that's crazy. And like I said, all these other fandoms, get a life, seriously. If you live to, and this goes for anybody, if you see Blackpink post something and then you just want to go diss Blackpink, just get a life. If you're a BTS fan and you diss all the other get a life. Like that type of stuff. But I normally don't even see it from BTS fans. I normally only see it towards BTS. That's the craziest part. Don't believe me, just look at all my reactions. I've reviewed almost every K-pop artist. Twice. Red Velvet, Blackpink, Baby Monster, Illit, New Jeans, Big Bang. I've done them all. But it's only when I post BTS do the little creepy people come out and start saying like, oh, they're way better than them. I don't ever see BTS fans going saying, they might say, oh, I think my group's the best, but they don't go on other people's posts and say, hey, you guys aren't better than BTS. But I see that from a lot of other fandoms. But Sugar Man, I would not stand up and take that picture. I would not. There's no amount of money you can get me to go up there and take a picture in front of the police station as if I committed some criminal act, when all I did was make a sharp turn and I wasn't even drunk. And then I got all of these fake articles wanting me to come and, no, I'm not taking no photo shoot so the media can get what they want. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Never in a million years will you get that shot. I'll be like, you can only get it in your dreams. Then I will write a song called In Your Dreams. And then I would take a photo in front of a police station and be like, you can only get it on this album cover. Go buy the single. You'll never get this picture in real life. And that's all I got for y'all today, man. Tell me in the comments, man, what do you think about this fake scandal and fake news that was going around the internet? How do you feel about the scandal culture in Korea? And how do you feel about them trying to get Sugar but with nothing? I just think they want to get BTS by any means. They don't care how they do it. They don't care if it's true. They don't care if it's untrue. They don't care if it's fabricated. They want to bring them down no matter what. And we're not going to let them. So you guys tell me what you think about that. Give me your opinions and thoughts. And if you're from Korea, I know we have a lot of people from Korea on the channel. Tell me your thoughts down below. I'll translate it. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We're back tomorrow. Always with love. Peace.